Welcome to next lecture of compiler design. I am Dr. Parul Yadav, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Institute of Engineering and Technology, Lucknow. In today's lecture, we will discuss first and follow functions as well as LL1 grammars. So, first is first function. So, the construction of both top down parser and bottom up parser is aided by two functions, first and follow, associated with a grammar G. So, actually we are talking about parsing, and we can broadly classify parsing in two categories, top down parsing and bottom up parsing. So, for doing the construction we require some ingredients or some helping tools to do the parsing. So, one thing is the first function. So, first function or the follow function, these function are used when we do the parsing, top down parsing or bottom up parsing. So, during top down parsing, first and follow allow us to choose which production to apply based on the next input symbol. So, basically in the top down parsing what we analyze that we started from the start symbol of the grammar and we terminate and we start to do the expansion of capital E till we reach at the terminals. So, the thing is that we need to apply the productions one by one, but the problem is which production to select first. So, these functions help us to select a particular production, right. So, we need to understand what is first function as well as the follow function. So, this is actually it is written as first in bracket alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is a string of grammar symbols. So, this is the alpha. Now, for this this is first of alpha, and for this basically it is a set. So, the set will have it will have certain terminals or epsilon. So, what is the case here? Alpha is a string of grammar symbols. So, for this string of grammar symbols, and this alpha will derive something like alpha will derive in 0 or more step some strings. Some strings will be derived, and the starting terminal of derivable strings from alpha, this is called as terminal. So, this is called as first of alpha. So, suppose here we are getting A or B or C like this. So, this is the starting symbol of the strings that are derivable from alpha. Starting symbol of the strings that are derivable from alpha. So, this is the set of terminals. Now, this next idea, suppose there are two A productions. A production mean A to A alpha or A to beta, two productions are there, where we take the assumption that first of alpha and first of beta are disjoint sets. Disjoint set mean if I am writing first of alpha intersection first of beta, and this is equal to 5. So, they are disjoint sets. First of alpha mean this alpha will derive some set of strings, and that strings, the first of alpha will have the starting terminal of every derivable string. Similarly, it will have a starting terminal of every derivable string. So, here we will get one set, here we will get one set, and if we do the intersection, then it is equal to 5. So, this is these are the protections like that. Now, we can then choose between these two productions by looking at the next input symbol A. So, since A can be in at most one of the first of alpha or first of beta, but not B, but not both. Now, suppose the current input symbol is A. Now, we will see that whether A is lying in this set or this set. If it is lying in this particular set, then protection corresponding like A to alpha, this will be chosen. If A is lying in this particular set, then the protection like A to beta, this will be chosen. So, the thing is, because first of alpha and first of beta, they are disjoint sets, no symbol is common in these two sets. For instance, if A is in first of alpha, we will choose the production A to alpha, right, or if A is in first of beta, then we will choose protection A to beta. That gives us the idea of LL1 grammar that we will discuss later. Now, here we will discuss the algorithm how to obtain first for given grammar. So, suppose there is a grammar capital G, and in this grammar there are the set of productions, and that productions will have some non-terminals into it. So, we can obtain first for any terminal or non-terminal. So, first there are the three main cases. Now, suppose we are obtaining first of capital X. Now, X can be terminal, X can be non-terminal, any grammar symbol. Now, suppose X is a terminal. So, if X is a terminal and for this terminal we are obtaining first of X, then first of terminal is terminal itself. It is very simple case, first of terminal is terminal itself. So, now, next is if X is a non-terminal. If it is a non-terminal, then it will have the production like suppose x to y1, y2 up to yk. So, it can be written like this also, x to x1, x2, x3, then xi minus 1, xi, xi plus 1, and then suppose x y, right, this is y, and then yk. Suppose we have this protection x to y1, y2, y3, yi minus 1, y1, yi plus 2 and yk. Now, what we will do for obtaining first of x, we will obtain first of right hand side. So, we will obtain first of x1, y1. If first of y1, or up to here we can say first of y1, y2, y3 up to yi minus 1, if this derives in 0 or more steps epsilon, in this case we will obtain first of yi, and whatever in first of yi that will be added in x. Similarly, if null is in first of yj and where yj is 1 to k, so epsilon will lie in first of x. Now, we can take one example. Suppose we want to obtain first of x, and so we will have on right hand side we have y1 first. So, we will obtain first of y1. So, we will get derivable string from y1 and will get the terminals from every derivable string. That first terminal will be added in first of x. Now, suppose y1 derives epsilon in 0 or 1 step, in that case we will go to y2 also, we will obtain first of y2 and we will get the derivable strings from y2, we will get the starting terminal of derivable string and that will also be added in first of x, and we will keep on doing this process. The case if this one, when first of yj and we are obtaining first of yj and here j is equal to 1 to k, and every non-terminal over here derives in 0 or 1 steps epsilon, in that case epsilon will also lie in x. Now, last case is if x to null is a production, then we will add epsilon to first of x. Now, we will understand this concept in this example. This is a grammar where we have eliminated ambiguity, then we have eliminated left recursion, then we did the left factoring, and finally we have this grammar. So, we will obtain first of here, we will obtain first for every non-terminal. So, suppose we are obtaining first of capital E. So, we will go to here first of capital E. So, this is E, and here on right hand side we have T E prime. So, first here we have non-terminal. So, this is T E prime. Now, in place of T we can write F T prime and E prime. Now, in place of F we can either write opening parenthesis E and closing parenthesis, or we can write ID. So, this F will derive the string and starting terminal to it is opening parenthesis or ID. So, using E we can derive some sentential form or some strings of grammar symbol, and starting terminal, possible starting terminal for that string will be opening parenthesis or ID. Now we have only one alternate, so this is first of capital E. Now we will obtain first of E prime. So first of E prime, so first of E prime. Now again we will look at alternates one by one. First production is plus T E prime and we will obtain first of this. So here we have terminal symbol, so directly we can write plus, right. Now next is E prime to null. So this is according to the third rule. Third rule, if production is E prime to null, then null will be added to first of x. So here we can write epsilon. So this is first of E prime. Now next is first of T. We will obtain derivable string of grammar symbols from every non-terminal. Now T to F and F to this, right. So F, but F does not contain null, so we will not look at the alternates for T prime. So here again we will get opening parenthesis and ID. Now first of T prime. First of T prime, it has this alternate and starting terminal for this possible string of grammar symbol, it will be multiplication and no other symbol can be added due to this alternate. Now next alternate or next production is T prime to null, and using the rule we know we will add epsilon in the first of T prime. Now next is first of F. First of F. So we will again see F can derive the form and the first terminal is opening parenthesis and ID. So this is the method how to obtain first of any non-terminal. Now we will look at follow, right. So a non-terminal capital A to be the set of terminals A that can appear immediately to the right of capital A in some sentential form, that is the set of terminals A such that there exists a derivation of the form S derives in 0 or more steps alpha A beta for some alpha and beta. So actually from capital S we are deriving in 0 steps, suppose alpha A beta, we are obtaining this sentential form. So follow of capital A is this one, the terminal that we get just after a particular non-terminal in some sentential form. So here follow of capital A is a small a. So there may have been the symbols between A or small a at some time during the definite derivation. So during the derivation it is possible that there are some symbols in between capital A or small a. If it is so, then it will derive epsilon and then it will be disappeared. So basically follow of A will be small a. Another point, in addition, if A can be the rightmost symbol in some sentential form, then dollar is in follow of A. So if it is quite possible that we are getting a sentential form like alpha, beta and capital A where A is at rightmost position, right. So in that case we will add dollar in follow of A. What is dollar? Dollar is a special character and marker symbol that is assumed not to be a symbol of any grammar. So it will be not treated as terminal non-terminal in the grammar. So now just the diagram that will help us to pictorially drawn diagram help us to understand first and follow. This is S, this is some sentential form alpha A beta. Now first of A is C and follow of A is small a. So in this sentential form the terminal that is appearing just after non-terminal, this is follow of capital A and first of capital A is C, mean if you will derive the string then first symbol for that string. Now we will see the algorithm for follow for obtaining the follow. So compute follow of B until nothing can be added to any follow set. So what is the method? There are very simple 3 steps. We will understand these steps using one example. First we will see the algorithm. So algorithm is if S is the start symbol of the grammar, If S is a start symbol of the grammar, then in follow of S we will add dollar. Follow is again a set and it will have some terminals. So, follow of S will have dollar into it, whereas is a start symbol and dollar we already know the end marker or input right end marker. Now, second point, if there is a production A to alpha B beta, focus on here we are obtaining follow of B and B lies at right hand side of production. So, we are obtaining follow of B and production like A to alpha B beta. Then everything in first of beta, everything in first of beta except null, that will be in follow of B. So, we will obtain first of beta and everything but not epsilon, that will be added in follow of B. Now, third case, if the production is of form A to alpha B or alpha B beta, where beta derives in 0 or more steps epsilon or first of beta contains null. So, everything in follow of A, that will be added in follow of B. Then everything in follow of A will be added in follow of B, provided production has this form, mean after B there is nothing, and if there is beta, then beta first of beta contains epsilon or first of beta derives in 0 or more steps epsilon. So, these are the steps for obtaining the follow. Now, we will see this example and these are the steps. I have already copied the steps 1, 2, 3 steps. These are the steps of the algorithm. This is the grammar, the same grammar we have. For obtaining follow, first we need to obtain first, and first we have already obtained. So, here we have first of E, E prime, T, T prime and F, right. So, this we have already obtained. Now, here we will obtain follow of every non-terminal. So, first is follow of E. So, follow of E mean we will look at the right hand side of production, right hand side, right. So, here capital is lying over here, in this alternate we have capital E. Now, first the easiest thing is we will use the rule 1. First, if it is a start symbol of the grammar, then simply we will add a dollar in follow of E. So, here we know E is capital E is a start symbol of the grammar. So, here we will add a dollar according to rule 1. Now, rule 2. Now, we have this production A alpha B beta. So, just A alpha B beta. So, we can say beta is closing parenthesis, right. So, we will obtain here beta is not equal to null. So, we will apply step 2 where beta is not equal to null. So, beta will obtain first of beta and first of beta mean this terminal. So, that first of beta will be added in this set. Now, we will see can we apply step 3 for this production? We cannot apply because first of beta does not contain epsilon. Now, we will obtain follow, we will look at do we have another production where we have capital E on right hand side. There is no production, we had only one production and due to that every terminal has been written. Now, next non-terminal is E prime. So, we will obtain follow of E prime. So, again we will look at right hand side, we have this alternate. Now, we cannot apply first rule onto it because E prime is not the start symbol of the grammar. Now, alpha B beta and here we can see alpha B beta. So, we cannot apply rule 2 also because beta mean it is of this form alpha B beta, beta is equal to null. So, the case is we will obtain follow of E and follow of E will be added into E prime. So, follow of E mean this is E prime. So, follow of E prime is dollar and closing parenthesis. Now, this is the alternate. Now, next alternate is this one E prime and again beta, no beta is there. So, whatever in follow of E prime that will be added in follow of E prime. So, again it will remain the same. So, nothing should be added over here. Now, next is follow of t. Follow of t, again we will look at right hand side. First is this one, follow of t, and here now beta is equal to E prime. So, we will obtain first of E prime. So, first of E prime contains plus. So, here we will write plus. So, the thing is, it is according to rule 2, beta is equal to t over here. We will obtain first of t, first of beta is equal to E prime. We will obtain first of E prime that contains plus and epsilon. So, we will add in follow of B everything but not null. So, we will add here plus but not null. Now, for null we will apply rule 3 again onto the same production. Now, according to rule 3, if first of beta contains null, here it contains null, then we will use the follow of left hand side. Follow of left hand side is E. So, whatever in follow of E, that will be added in follow of T. So, follow of E mean this is dollar and closing parenthesis. Similarly, we will obtain follow of T prime. So, follow of T prime mean this production, and T prime lying over here, and here mean there is nothing, beta is null. So, whatever in follow of T will be added into follow of T prime. So, this here we will get plus dollar and closing parenthesis. Now, T prime is lying in this alternate also, and here again beta is null. So, we will go on left hand side, we will add whatever in follow of T prime into follow of T prime. So, it will remain the same. So, here we have 3 elements. Now, next is follow of F. Follow of F. Now, F is lying here. Now, in this alternate F, now after that T prime and T prime mean first of T prime. So, multiplication but not null will be added in follow of F. Now, because here we have null, so we will apply rule 3 also. So, in follow of F we will look at follow of T prime, and whatever in follow of T prime will be added into follow of F. So, T prime contains plus dollar and closing parenthesis, that will be added. Now, T prime is also lying, F is also lying here, F is lying here also. So, again we will apply, so same will be done, follow of first of T prime. So, we have already added, now we will look at left hand side, we will obtain follow of T, and whatever in follow of T that will be added also in follow of F. So, follow of T mean plus, we have already added, dollar added, and closing parenthesis all are added. So, this is the method of obtaining follow for any grammar. Now, next is the predictive parser. So, now we are trying to convert ourselves to the top down parsing, and top down parsing, then top down parsing, there are 2 types of parsers, basically recursive distant parser and predictive parser. Recursive distant parser may require backtracking, while the predictive parser is a recursive distant parser, but that does not require backtracking, because here we have some method to select particular production. Here we will be having one table, and entries in the table will help us to select particular production, and for creating the table, for creating the predictive parsing table, we use the first and follow function. So, that the predictive parser can be constructed for the class of grammar called LL1 grammar. Now, what is LL1 grammar? Just see the meaning. First L stands for scanning the input string from left to right. So, it shows that we will scan input string from left to right. Now, second L stands for that we will scan input string and we will do the parsing. While doing the parsing, we will obtain the leftmost derivation, right. And 1 stands for using one input symbol of look ahead at each step to make parsing action decisions. So, this is LL1 grammar. Now, in LL1 grammar, a grammar is said to be LL1 if and only if whenever there is production A to alpha and beta are two distinct productions are there for capital G, whenever the following conditions are hold. So, we have two predictions, but these conditions must hold. For no terminal A, do both alpha and beta derive a string beginning with A. Second, at most one of alpha and beta can derive the empty string. So, a grammar will be LL1 grammar if we are obtaining first of alpha and we are obtaining first of beta, and if we are doing intersection of both the sets, then it should be equal to 5, mean derivable string, first symbol of derivable string from alpha and beta, that should be null. Now, third condition is if beta derives in 0 or more steps epsilon, then alpha does not derive any string beginning with A terminal in follow of A. Likewise, if alpha derives in 1 or more 0 or more steps epsilon, then beta does not derive any string beginning with the terminal in follow of A. This can be mathematically written if epsilon belongs to first of beta, then first of alpha intersection follow of A, follow of non-terminal, that will be equal to 5. Second case, if epsilon is lying in first of alpha, if it is lying in first of alpha, then first of beta intersection follow of non-terminal, follow of A, that will be equal to 5. Right, that will help us to select a particular production. Now, we will look at the transition diagram for predictive parser. The method for constructing transition diagram for predictive parser, it is different than lexical analyzer. In this, what we do, we will draw the transition diagram for every non-terminal. So, suppose we have non-terminal capital E. So, here for that, for every non-terminal we will create a start state and the final state. Now, similarly for E prime we will create a start state and final state. Do not look at the numbering, just start state and the final state. Now, this is about the left hand side. Now, on right hand side we will have the alternates, the string of grammar symbols, and in between start state and the final state we will mark the intermediate transitions, and on transitions labeled will be marked by these symbols, these grammar symbols in sequence. So, first will be for T, next will be for E prime. Similarly, here first will be plus T and E prime, and next is E prime to epsilon. So, here we will mark the move for epsilon also from start state to final state. So, whenever we have the terminal, it shows that whenever we have terminal, it shows that some input plus input symbol or token corresponding to input has been obtained. Whenever we are going for this transition, mean non-terminal transition corresponding to non-terminal, it shows that some procedure has to be executed. So, after we can simplify the transition also, like here we have E, T and then E prime, and we have transition diagram from E prime also. So, we can replace this transition with this entire transition diagram. So, here we will have T and then this plus and then T. So, we will make a loop over here, then E prime, and next is from 3 to epsilon from 3 to 6 null transition. Right. So, but the thing is the language produced or the string of grammar produced by both the transition diagrams will be same. Now, suppose it is producing T plus then T, then plus, then T and plus like that, and then T, and here it will produce like this again same T plus T plus T plus, and suppose I am ending over here like T. So, this is all about for today. Thank you.